Pompey. Come on.
My memory, though. You're testing my memory. My memory is absolutely.
It's not even your memory. It's not a case of memory. It's just saying who is a club legend.
Pennant. Pompey Pod with Mike and Dan. Good evening, Dan. How are you feeling the day after the night before?
Very good, thank you. Very happy.
Excellent. It is the day after the Bolton game, and yes, we did win 2-0. We're going to get straight into it. What a game! What a performance! What a team! This could be it. Excitement is running at an all-time high, isn't it?
Yeah, you missed out an extra one. As Russ Abbott would say, what an atmosphere.
How was the atmosphere at Fratton Park last night, Dan?
Very good, really good. Yeah, it was bouncing, as they say. It was limbs, Mike.
There was limbs.
Yeah,
there was limbs all over the show, was there?
No, it was really good.
Excellent.
Very loud.
Excellent. Nice.
Very loud. Didn't sound as loud on Sky when I watched it back today. But as I mentioned to you, I think they muted a bit of it. Or turned the volume down every now and then. Although they did. I noticed they turned the volume down when we were singing something about the Scummers. They didn't like that. Dirty Scummers, we're coming for you. They didn't like that.
All right.
It's not really hugely offensive, is it? Calling someone dirty.
No.
But yeah,
I didn't think that you could hear a lot of the crowd. A lot of the game, to be fair, I thought it was quite. As I said to you a minute ago, it seemed quite quiet. But then when they looked around the actual ground, it seemed quite jovial. So let's get straight into the game anyway. So let's start. Straight from the team news, morale in for Sadie. We kind of expected it, really, didn't we?
Yeah, I thought that'd be the case. Well, that's what we said. I think last week, wasn't it? That it was going to be morale pack. I saw quite a few people saying you've got to leave Morel out. He's a liability, but I just thought I don't think you leave him out really.
No.
I think you do exactly what they did, which was Morel and pack and just play Robertson a little bit further forward. So I thought it was quite obvious.
Very nicely, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Very nicely. Give us an overview of your first half. How did you feel that went?
So the first half, I was a bit worried, to be honest. I have watched it back today, and I think that maybe I was more worried than I should be. But at the time, I was just thinking, I think we started off, obviously, Yengi won the ball after about 10 seconds, and I thought, this is a good start. And then after that, I just thought Bolton, you had is it Sheehan, I think it was, who was playing a sort of CDM role, and he was doing the sort of pack and Morel job of picking the ball up from the defenders and keeper. And he looked quite good first half. And their wingers, the guy on the wing, well, both wingers were pretty good. And I was just a bit worried. I just thought this is, if we don't get hold of this, we're going to be in trouble. But we did get hold of it. And I'll leave the second half for a minute. But first half I was a bit concerned up until they missed that really good chance. And then after that, I thought we took control of it.
The thing is, I agree. I do think they were on top, but I also think that we probably created, up until their glaring miss, we probably created better chances, I think.
Yeah. Well, looking back on it, they didn't actually create a lot, did they?
No. They had that run from that. I think it was Mag Homa had that run where it just seemed like it. Again, it was one of those runs, wasn't it, where no one really put a foot in, and it looked like a really good mazy run, but actually. I think initially Morel was chasing him, and then somebody else just let him kind of wander past. He then kind of had a shot which he claimed hit a hand, which possibly did, but it was straight down the side of his body. But and then they had another situation. I'm trying to think who it was again, possibly Cogley maybe, but nothing really came of it until that, like you said, that glaring miss. Initially a good save from Norris, I thought.
Yeah, it was a very good save. But back into the path of their top striker.
6 yards out, open goal, no one around him.
Yeah.
You expect that. I expect as soon as it came back out, I was like,
Yeah.
but it wasn't to be. And do you think that was because the game seemed to change after that, didn't it? Because I thought they were slightly on top, not massively, but I think if you look at the possession, they had something like 60-40 at that point, or 55-45. They were certainly on top possession-wise. But I think then it was almost 50-50 by half-time.
Yeah. And I think from that point, like we said, we just took control of the game, got the goal before half-time, which obviously helped. I don't know how it would have been if we had gone behind. I saw a couple of people saying, "Oh yeah, we would have still gone on and won the game," but I'm not so sure about that. But that didn't happen anyway.
You never know, do you?
So yeah, I
think could have demoralised us.
Yeah, but I think we took control of it last 10 minutes of the first half. Got the ball from the corner again. What was that? That's 10th, isn't it? 10th set piece. 10th corner, I'm saying, this season. And I thought Sparks' his corners before that was the third corner, wasn't it, the first half? And his first two didn't sort of get past the near post. And even that one, I said, I was, I said, he's done it again. Because it looked like he'd gone to that, but it wasn't going to get past the first man on the man on the first post. But then Shocknessy came in and won it, didn't he? Yeah,
I thought that was a great run. Obviously, their man left him, which is obviously a mistake. But good run. And I agree. The first couple of corners were poor, weren't they? I thought that one, though, was a little bit. He obviously pulled it out a little bit more away from the near post man, didn't he? Which allowed Shocknessy to run onto it. And perfect header, really, wasn't it? A little glance into the far corner. Lovely stuff. Right on half time, just what you need.
Yeah.
And let's go on to the second half. Let's talk about the end of the second half first, because I thought Yengi, as you say, he started really lively, but then I thought he looked as if he was kind of getting a little bit frustrated by Santos. Santos basically was wrestling him all the time, wasn't he? And it looked as if Yengi just wasn't strong enough initially. I thought in the first couple of challenges, he then seemed to get a little bit frustrated and went in a little bit late on him on one challenge, kind of over towards the left wing position. But from then, I thought that the key moment for me was that ball through from was it the one from Kamara, where Yengi probably should have shot and actually kind of just try to pull it across the goal. But that seemed to change the game for Yengi, I thought. From that moment, it gave him confidence, and I thought he just got better and better throughout the game. And let's just talk about his goal. How was it from your perspective? And having seen it.
It was brilliant because obviously White came on and was met with a few groans.
Your fave?
From me and from quite a lot of people around us. And then he did really well for that. I mean, it's a lovely ball across for the goal. And I was really pleased that Yengi got the goal because he'd been battling all night. And some weird decisions as well. I just thought from the referee again, just referee and linesman. Linesman didn't give anything all game, and then decided to give a foul against Yengi in the right wing position with sort of 10-15 minutes to go, I think it was. Just strange decisions. But I think Yengi and Santos were sort of giving as good as they got. So it was a good battle. And I was really pleased that he got his goal. I think he completely deserved it.
Because I thought the way he took it as well, the fact that obviously we broke away, Yengi literally got chucked to the ground, didn't he, by Santos? Yeah. Just outside the centre circle. And then didn't give up, but I thought it was almost kind of poetic the way that he actually ghosted in behind Santos just to knock it in. And I must admit, initially I thought when it went in, I initially thought it might be offside, but actually he was nowhere near offside, was he?
No.
Timed it perfectly.
And he could have just sat down and stayed on the floor, couldn't he, when he got fouled? But he didn't. He got straight back up. Could have done.
Excellent.
But I thought the whole of the second half, it was the best I've seen us press and battle this season. I just thought the pressing was it, because I was saying to the people that were with me, I didn't know what Mousinho was going to do for the second half. I said, because he won't change formation, because he never does. I don't think we had players on the bench that could. Well, I didn't think we had players on the bench that could come on and make a difference. So I couldn't see what else he was going to do in the second half. But I thought the way we pressed was quality, even from people like Kamara who don't normally do it. You know, not normally as strong as the other players. He was getting stuck in, and that's how he ended up getting injured as well. Was just closing the ball down. But yeah, I just thought the whole of the second half was one of the best battling performances I've seen.
Throughout the whole team, wasn't it? The whole team, the whole of the team were on it. They all seemed to know their job. You mentioned Kamara. I thought he was excellent actually last night. I thought
he was really good.
Possibly his best game, and obviously I don't know what the extent is as yet. And it's kind of a little bit of his own fault. He kind of caught that player late, didn't he, and ended up getting trod on his ankle because of it. But
that's because he was getting stuck in, so you can't really blame him too much. No, but I think it was like you said as well. If you were a Bolton fan, I'd be saying, can we just kick the ball long now, please? Can we just get the ball upfield? Because they just kept doing the same thing, didn't they? And they didn't seem to be good enough. The goalkeeper and the defenders didn't seem to be good enough to sort of play those short balls, and they weren't getting anywhere with it, were they?
No.
So that helped us. I thought we made them look quite poor the second half.
Yeah, they looked average. Well, if you think about the chances they had that one header from who's their man? Charles. Yeah, so he had that one header. That was that. And that was probably the only real chance they had, wasn't it? They had a John Dale Thomason kind of had a go in the second half, didn't he?
Yeah.
But that wasn't really that wasn't worry. I thought Norris coped with that pretty well. Could have spilt it into his own goal, but coped with it very well. But that's it. That was all they had, wasn't it? Bearing in mind they're chasing the game. Yeah. They didn't create anything, and they are the top scorers in the whole country.
Exactly. And all the while it was 1-0, I was thinking, we need that second goal because they're going to get a chance. But they never did. I just thought they'd start putting the pressure on at some point, 10 minutes to go, but
no,
didn't.
No, and then it's just it was nice to get that second, just to ease the nerves going into those 7 minutes of stoppage time. I would have been pretty nervous going into those, but it was good. How did you feel about Raggett?
Yeah, well, he would have been my choice of man of the match. Him or Yengi, I would have been happy with.
Okay,
I thought he was really good, very good. Yeah. Although actually, just as we were singing his praises, he did something shit, I think, with about 10 minutes to go. I can't remember what it was. Did he pass it to their forward or something, or did a bad pass or something? But I think that was the only thing he did. So he's been really good since he's come back in. So I'm quite pleased for him.
Yeah, I like it.
And he was really good last night.
I think it's. Yeah, I don't think. I know it's difficult to say, but I don't think we've missed Paul too much because he has. His passing seems to be so much better, doesn't it? It's just. And again, he carried the ball a couple of times, didn't he? Just carried it, and it was almost like space just opened up for him, as if people were thinking, "Well, he's not a threat, so let's just let him run with it." And then he's carrying it almost to like the 20-yard area, sort of final third, isn't he? Nosebleed sort of country for him. But I thought his passing was really, really good, and I think one of the things we're doing is like you say about them kind of trying to play out of the back. I think we've had a nice balance whereby we play out from the back on occasions, and I think we did it pretty well. And I think Robertson's pretty key for that because I think he's got that ability just to turn the game, with one pass. But I think we also played it long when we needed to as well, which and long well. I think Norris's passing was very good last night. Again, if you compare him to their goal, 6 games. Yeah, their keeper quite often was just knocking it into touch, wasn't he? Whereas I thought Norris's passing out wide was pretty damn accurate. I thought pretty damn accurate. Get me, with my language. But excellent round. I thought to a man.
Yeah, really good.
Even what I like is the.
White came on, did really well. I think that's the best I've seen him play. But what I like is that they all celebrate together as well. I think. I think I mentioned this before, but I remember Alex Ferguson saying that about. Was it Alex? No, I don't think it was Alex Ferguson. It was one of the Man United. It might have been Gary Neville. He was saying that what Alex Ferguson used to do was say to them, when you score a goal, I want the whole team to go and celebrate. And that's what they always used to do. And that's what it seems like Pompey are doing as well. There doesn't seem to be anyone left behind. They all seem to go over and celebrate. So I just think it's good.
Yeah. Seems like a good unit, don't they?
Yeah.
I think I thought Norris was good. I know I mentioned his passing there, but we say that goals change games. But I think his save, although obviously it was an absolute clanger of a miss by Charles, I think that save, bearing in mind he was going the wrong way, he was wrong-footed, had to change direction, made the save, and ultimately, had he not made the save, Charles wouldn't have then had to do the clanger, would he? It would have been a goal anyway. So I do think that was the pivotal point in the game, which really changed it. Not necessarily. I thought we continued, but I thought Bolton didn't create hardly anything after that. Anything at all. No. So I thought that was great. Excellent result for Portsmouth. One of the things I was just reading some the managers earlier today, and I quite agree with Ian Everett. Actually, he said they didn't outplay us, but they outfought us.
I thought we did.
Yeah,
which we haven't seen. Which we haven't seen much in recent years, have we? That's why I was really pleased with it. I was saying to my son, that's a really good battling win. They're the ones that you're really pleased with after the game. It's battle to get something out of it, and they just looked really up for it, didn't they? And that just winning every first and second ball in that second half.
It was excellent. 6 points clear, and I know they'll say they've got a game in hand, and it's true they've got a game in hand, but. Appalled. I know they say they've got a game in hand, but you always want the points on the board, don't you, rather than the game in hand, because they could lose that game in hand.
Yeah.
I would just say as well, fair play. So we're 6 points clear. We're also 6 points clear of Stevenage. Fair play of Stevenage for being up in third. I know they've played a game more than us, so 2 more than Bolton, but for them to be up in third at this stage of the season, I don't think many people saw that. Derby seems to be the team in form now, don't they, apart from ourselves? But they're still 9 points behind us. So, long way to go, though, isn't it? Long way to go.
Yeah, Oxford are drawing at the minute, half time.
Yeah, I saw that. They seem to be dropping, don't they, quite rapidly lately.
Yeah.
Losing their manager has made a big difference. Shrewsbury at the weekend down. What do you think on that one? Kind of
11th, aren't they? 11th. Yeah. I don't know really. I don't know what Shrewsbury like. What are they?
Well, I'll tell you their form. They won 1-0 at Wycombe, which I don't think is a massive win. And Wycombe, to me, were one of the poorer teams we played this year. They drew with Exeter 0-0. They beat Port Vale 2-1. Again, not a massive win. And then they lost 4-0 to Blackpool. Imagine losing 4-0 to Blackpool.
Wankers.
It's okay recent form since the Blackpool game, but it shouldn't be it shouldn't be a problem, should it? We should be now in the situation this season where we've got the nous to kind of manage those games and get through them, shouldn't they? We shouldn't even be looking at it. I think last year we looked at that game and thought, be happy with a draw away at Shrewsbury. I don't think I would be happy with a draw. You'd take it.
No, I wouldn't.
But you'd expect the 3 points. If you really want to go up, you've got to expect 3 points there, haven't
you? Yeah. But then would you say before the Shrewsbury and Bolton games, if somebody said you're going to get 4 points, would you be happy with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I would take it.
So.
Yeah. Yes. It's
we should really be winning that, shouldn't we? Well, like we said last week, we've got 10 games in a row where we'll be looking for, other than the Bolton game, we'd be looking for 30 points really.
Well, of our next this is our up until the end of February. This is courtesy of for Pompey Stats. Thank you for this. It's on Twitter. We've got one team currently in the top 6, 3 teams in the top half, 5 in the bottom half, and 4 in the relegation zone. So that's 13 games, of which 9 against bottom half teams.
Yeah.
So we've got a run now, haven't we? We've got a good run of winnable games.
Yeah, easy peasy, Mike.
Easy peasy. That's how it is. That's how it is. Okay, so There you go, Shrewsbury away, great win against Bolton on the Monday, and it's also we've again Sky TV. A lot of people instantly, we're on Sky, we're going to lose. This I think this is a different team, isn't it? It's good. Again, it shows a different team, different mentality, different spirit. And do you know what? I'll take my hat off to him, because I was one of those that was bemoaning Mousinho after the number of draws we had towards the end of last season and the slow start we had to this season. But
how boring were as well. How boring were.
Yeah. But he's got things working, and he's got a spirit. And I think sometimes, when you've got that unity, and even with the players we've got out, we're still playing good football, looking like a good team. So looks good. Looks good for Pompey. And we've still got players who can come in, like White, who still got something to offer this season. Possibly like Scully, who I think still got something to offer this season. I think we will pick up one or two players in January. It's looking good.
Yeah.
Safari, Sagudi, as they used to say on as Christopher Biggins used to say. There you go. There's one for the grandmas.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Granddads, I think.
Granddads.
More his preference.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. How do you fancy, Dan? A bit of a quick fire game.
Yeah. Well, I've got one for you as well, and as mine isn't rehearsed, I didn't really want to get mine out of the way.
Go on, let's do yours then. Let's do yours. Mine is literally, you've got 3 minutes to answer as many as possible.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
Get 8 points as possible. But go on.
Give me a number between 1 and 34.
6.
6. Okay, you've got Connor Ogilvie. Okay.
Okay. Right.
Ogilvie. So that's Ogilvie. Okay.
All right,
so what I want you to do, let me just check. Okay. Yeah. Right. So what I need you to do is when Pompey played in the Premier League, I want you to name one player surname that begins with an O, a G. I you can't do because there aren't any. An L and a V. All right, because there's no E either.
I'm terrible.
Right. And we'll give you what? 2 minutes, a minute to do this. Oh, just go for O first then. I can tell you there's 5 players.
5 O's?
Yeah, 5 O's. Surname beginning with an O.
Can I start with V?
No, you can move on. Yeah, V then.
Vignal. Was he in the Premier League? Yeah. What else we got? L?
G and L.
G and L.
There's only 2 G's. There's three L's.
I'm going to be terrible at this.
You can change your number if you want to change your number and do a different player.
No, I'll stick with O. Oh my God!
Come on! I'll give you a clue. There's 5.
Well, get some clues.
And one of them is currently a Premier League manager. That doesn't narrow it down.
Oh, Gary O'Neill. There you go, Gary O'Neill. Yes, sweet. I was trying to think of an O something.
G.
Who are the other O's? Does that have interest?
Oh, Gary O'Neill and Andy O'Brien, Jamie O'Hara, Quincy Owusu-Abayi, and one that I can't read because they just put ... So I don't know what the fifth player is. But,
okay. What else we got? G.
There's only 2 G's. I'll give you a clue. It's a fullback, and he played in our sort of weaker period towards the end of our Premier League stint. Played for Newcastle, I believe. Good quiz, this isn't it? First name Andy.
Andy, I can even see him. He's very average, plain. He looks like a stock character from FIFA, doesn't he?
Yeah. Rhymes with Griffin.
Griffin, yes. Griffin,
and the other one was Theophanis Gekas.
Oh yeah, Theophanis Gekas. Yeah, goalkeeper.
L, come on, L. There's only 3, but all 3 but one of them is the most L player that we've ever had. He's got so many L's in his name. It's unbelievable. And
Oh,
his
Lua,
first name,
Lua.
yeah, there you go.
Lua, of course. Who's the other two?
Lauren.
Lauren. Oh, yeah, Lauren. Yeah,
that
he was a
wonderful,
pony for us, wasn't he?
that wonderful, incredible winger, Glenn Little.
Glenn Little. Yeah, he played in the FA Cup final, I think, didn't he? No, he played. No, I tell you what, he played against AC Milan. That's what he did.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it because you did V, didn't you? I mean, there's no I's and E's.
There's no I's and E's. Okay.
No, so he did the V's. Vanden Bora, Gregory Vignal, John Viafara, and Vukic. Zvonimir Vukic.
Yes. Good quiz. Like it.
Yeah, thanks.
I prefer Dean or no Dean.
Yeah. Just have a go at Pack. Come on, let's have a go at Pack. Come on. You can do Pack. It's only 4 letters. It's 4 letters. That's all it is. Come on, P. P. Come on, P.
P.
No, P. Come on.
My memory, though. You're testing my memory. My memory is absolutely.
It's not even your memory. It's not a case of memory. It's just saying who is a club legend.
Pennant.
yeah, Jermaine Pennant. He probably is on there actually, but I can't see him. So yeah, I'll give you that. Pennant. Yeah, he played in the Premier League, didn't he?
I've got a little fact for you about Pennant in a little bit. I'll tell you that a little bit later.
You've said it before.
Oh, I think I have. Yeah, I think I possibly have.
A. Come on. A. Keeper. A. Keeper. Yeah, I think he was on the bench. We had him for the
Ashdown, Jamie Ashdown. Yes, yeah.
C. Loads of C's. 7 C's, and there's some so famous C's in there. That's you'd be a thicko if you didn't get any of these. An absolute idiot.
Was Cundy during that period? No,
not fucking Cundy.
Up his arse, Cundy.
Oh,
come on.
Striker, 12 foot tall.
Oh yeah, Peter Crouch, of course.
Yeah. Campbell, Andy Cole.
Oh man, I'm so terrible.
And K, go on then, K. Come on, K. There's 2.
Oh well, yeah, Kamara.
Yeah, Kamara. You chose the one that I didn't. There's 8, in fact. Kanu.
8. Oh, Kanu, yeah.
Cranch Car, Kabul, Kamara.
Oh, so many. Easy peasy.
Mullins, Quasi.
I'm terrible with numbers. Give me numbers, but not
picking up on Quasi. No.
Quasi.
All right, go on. Just do your quiz.
Okay, so what we're going to play here is we're going to play a Going for Gold style. Who am I? For those who are unfamiliar, those of you who are watching, those hordes of people still watching who are unfamiliar with Going for Gold, what you have is who am I? Basically, what I do is I give you 4 clues. They start off with 4 points. Then and it's against the clock. So you've got 3 minutes to get as many points as possible here, Dan. Basically,
can I pretend to be Inga?
Can you pretend to be what?
Inga from Germany for this round.
Inga. Yes, yeah. So if you get it with the first clue, you get 4 points. If you get it with the second clue, 3 points. 2 and 1 for the easiest clue is how it works. If you don't know one, you can say pass and we'll go on to the next one. But you are up against the clock, remember. Now, don't go too fast because I've only prepared 6 people. So as long as you don't give them 30 seconds each, then you're fine. Are you ready to start with the first one for 4 points?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We're going to start now. I was born 1st of August 1970 in a Welwyn Garden City. I'm mixed Jamaican and English descent. I spent part of my childhood in Jamaica. 1970.
53? Only 53? Oh, come on, I should know that. Welwyn Garden City, I should know that as well.
You can go for 3 points if you want.
Fitzroy Simpson.
No. Okay, for 3 points. I'm a goalkeeper and I've gained attention from modelling assignments, first with Giorgio Armani in 1995 and then with H&M in 2005.
53? 53?
53-year-old handsome goalkeeper.
Am I being an idiot here? 53. No, go on then. I can't
Okay, for 2 points. I
anyone.
started my career in the Watford youth setup. I went on to play 9 other teams, most notably Liverpool, West Ham, Man City, and
I was
Portsmouth.
going to say that because it's fucking David James again, isn't it? But I didn't think.
I always start with David James.
I always start with David James, didn't you?
Always start with David. Here we go. Next one. Christ, if you get that's 2 points there. Okay, next one. I was born in Portsmouth on the 24th of September 1957, but played youth football for Southampton. If you get on that one, I'll
57, so 66. 66. Played, so say it again. Played.
He was born in Portsmouth, played youth football for Southampton.
Youth football for Southampton, 66.
1.5 minutes to go.
66. Oh, no, it's the age thing that's doing my head in. I need to stop thinking about the age.
For 3 points, I initially signed for Portsmouth as a striker, but manager Ian St John converted me to a centre-back where I played for the rest of my career.
Noel Blake.
No. Okay, for 2 points. I went on to play for Brighton twice.
No, I've got it.
Luton, Oxford. Go
on. Steve Foster.
Steve Foster is correct. Okay, next. I was born December the 16th, 1977 in Bagnolet, France, and started my career at French non-league side Jeu de Tours before moving to Tours a year later.
No, just a noise. Next, 46.
Okay. I moved to England in 2001 when I joined Newcastle on loan as a centre-back.
Kabul.
No. I spent 5 years at Man City, 2 years at Pompey, and 6 years at Everton.
Oh, Distan. City sausage.
Distan is correct. Next one. Born 31st of January 1988 in St Helier, Jersey. I signed for Bournemouth in 2004. 20 seconds.
88. So he's 35. Signed for what?
Bournemouth 2004.
Next.
Okay, I left Bournemouth. I'm a striker who left Bournemouth to go to Bristol City and then returned to Bournemouth 3 years later.
Is this Pompey related?
Oh,
next.
Hey?
It's Pompey related.
Your time's up. Your time is up. I'll finish this one.
Yeah.
Your time is up, I'm afraid. I later played for Ipswich and Portsmouth, where I banged in plenty before being cast aside by ham-faced Kenny.
It's the mental, the angry man, isn't it?
Well, let's see if you get it from the final clue. I'm still playing now, but spent most of my time moaning at my teammates as they're not proper pros like me.
Yeah, pity.
It is pity. Pity.
Oh, that was.
Do you know how many points you got there?
Pitiful. That's pitiful, Mike.
2.
Don't know, 6.
4,
2. No.
6. Hang on. 8. 8 points, Dan. 8 points.
Yeah, 8 out of 16.
You could have a possible 16. Yeah.
It's rubbish, Mike. I'm not happy.
Oh.
I want the same again next week.
Same again next week. Yeah, that's the plan. So see if you can beat it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So play along at home. Please do. Did you get any of those? Did you get any of those on the first ones? I think if anyone got Steve Foster on the first one, then fair play to you.
I'm sure a lot of people would have got a few of those. Fucking saying stupid things like Kabul.
Kabul's not a bad guess. I'm not sure. Kabul will be 46 now, though, will he? A little bit younger. The Jermaine Pennant thing, I read this. I saw this story again this week, so I think I have mentioned this before. But when he was playing for Stoke, after leaving Portsmouth, he went to Zaragoza and then he went to Stoke. And 5 months after playing for Stoke, he was contacted by his former club at Real Zaragoza after they found an abandoned Porsche at the railway station in the Spanish city. And he claimed he'd forgot he owned it. According to the article published in a Spanish newspaper, Marca, don't know how that's pronounced, Pennant said he did not remember owning the car when Real contacted him. The club then opened the car, discovering the keys on the seat.
Jesus. And who says their wallets are bigger than their brains?
I think he's definitely a case of even if he had been a bin man, his wallet would probably been bigger than his brains. I think.
Yeah, probably.
No offense to bin man, I'm sure you earned a good wage. You certainly do a good job at this time of the year. All time.
It's all the bin men out there. It's all the bin men out there that are listening. Any other profession that are listening.
How to alienate half of
What does Tolly do for a job? We might as well just cover that one.
Zookeeper, isn't it?
I don't know. Like it counts.
Nobody
knows. It's like Chandler, isn't it? Nobody knows Tolly's job title. Anyway, private joke there.
Anyway, right. So if you want to get involved with the Pompey Pod, please do so. As it says down here, we're on YouTube at Pompey Pod, Facebook Pompey Pod /Pompey Pod, and X at Pompey Pod. We have gained a few more subscribers down to our YouTube channel somehow, which is all right, which is nice. But please do get involved. It'd be nice to have some likes, to have some comments, and some interaction. We will have another Who Am I next week. I'm hoping we won't have another. Pick a
I could do
squad
another
number.
one then. I'll do another pick a squad number, and I was going to say, should we do the thing next week where we say some wrong things, and hopefully that'll get us some interaction with people, like say, Pompey, yeah, that was a good goal when we won 3-0 last night against Barnsley, things like that.
Yeah, and mispronounce things like Kasingi Yongi.
Jao Mousinho.
Jao Mousinho, yeah. Jao Mourinho. All right, that is it for the Pompey Pod this week. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Bye.